Oh, okay. So, we're about to see our first deep space images from the James Webb Space Telescope coming to us live from the White House. This is gonna be my first, actual, live reaction to anything. I am in need of a haircut. I'm in need of a shower. I just woke up on my first day off from work, so I'm excited for this to get going. So we're gonna react to this together. I guess I'm gonna start as soon as they actually start. I'm assuming, I don't know who the lady on the right is, but I'm assuming she's gonna be like a sign language interpreter, or I don't know. I'm sure I'm supposed to know who that is because I've been following the James Webb Telescope for a while now, and I have no idea who that is. So anyway, yeah, we'll get going with this as soon as everything starts to go live. It's supposed to be 5:30, I believe, was kind of when they said they were gonna get going. But yeah, so I'm super excited about this. If you guys haven't been following James Webb Telescope, holy crap, the images that just came out were just absolutely freaking stunning and amazing. So this is gonna be great.
Good afternoon.
Here we go.
Mr. President, Madam Vice President, everyone, thank you for joining us. This is an historic occasion. We are here to view the highest resolution image of the infrared universe anyone has ever seen, captured by the most powerful telescope anyone has ever made.
Woo!
I am proud to turn things over to a president and a vice president who have charged the entire Biden-Harris administration with leading with the science and who believe deeply in the power and possibilities of science and technology for all of us. Madam Vice President, we particularly appreciate your leadership of the National Space Council and your commitment to ensuring innovation in space. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, good evening, everyone. I am
very
honored to be with you
Madam
all.
Vice President.
President Joe Biden and I talk often about our mutual passion for everything you all do. This is a very exciting moment to join you for the unveiling of the work that you have been laboring on for decades.
I'd love to become an engineer out at W.M. Keck Space Observatory in Hawaii. That's been one of my goals. That or SpaceX.
And the Office of Science and Technology Policy Acting Director, Dr. Alondra Nelson. Thank you also to our colleagues
I love sign language interpreters, by the way. I can't stop looking over at her.
And everyone else joining us from home. So,
her facial expressions are
great.
great.
National Space Council, I know that today represents an exciting new chapter in the exploration of our universe. From the beginning of history, humans have looked up to the night sky with wonder. And thanks to dedicated people who have been working for decades in engineering and on scientific marvels, we can look to the sky with new understanding. When NASA launched the Hubble Space Telescope in 1990, we were able to see
which is still taking
the stars
incredible images,
unobstructed by the Earth's atmosphere, and understand the universe in ways we could have never imagined even a few decades earlier. And now we enter a new phase of scientific discovery. Building on the legacy of Hubble, the James Webb Space Telescope allows us
I wonder if they're going to put some spotter scope images up to show the difference.
Ever before, and in stunning clarity. It will enhance what we know about the origins of our universe, our solar system, and possibly life itself. This was made possible by partnership among nations. And it is an example of how the scientific endeavor can build upon the international rules and norms that govern our cooperation in space. This telescope is one of humanity's great engineering achievements. And the images we will see today are a testament
they all look like they're sitting at school desks.
done by the thousands of workers across our nation who dedicated years to this project. They embarked on this complex endeavor for the benefit of humankind, and in the process accelerated American innovation, strengthened partnerships with our allies, and will undoubtedly inspire generations to look to the heavens with excitement and ambition.
An absolute
With that, it is my great honor to introduce a leader who has always believed in the power of American innovation and international cooperation to achieve the remarkable, our president, the President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Well,
Hello, Mr.
it's
President.
great to be with you all. And I was going to say good afternoon, but we're starting this meeting late because I was
It is good
engaged
evening.
in preparing for a trip to the Middle East. But today is a historic day. And thank you, Vice President Harris, Chair of the National Space Council. And thank you, my dear friend and our outstanding NASA administrator, and the only guy here that's been in space, Bill Nelson. Bill, you're a good friend. Thank you very much for what you're doing. And Dr. Nelson, you're doing a great job leading this Office of Science and Technology and Policy. It really is a matter. It really is amazing. 6.5 months ago, a rocket launched from Earth, carrying the world's newest, most powerful deep space telescope on a journey 1 million miles into the cosmos. First of all, that blows my mind.
That are taking images
1 million
of them.
miles into the cosmos.
Like, they've got to be hidden
Along the
well.
way,
Like, look at that.
unfolding
Where is that
itself. A
camera at?
emitter, 21 feet wide, a sun shield the size of a tennis court, and 250,000 tiny shutters, each one smaller than a grain of sand. Put together, it's a new window into the history of our universe. And today we're going to get a glimpse of the first light to shine through that window. Light from other worlds, orbiting stars, far beyond our own. It's astounding to me when I read this and saw the first. I mean, it really is. It's anyway, I don't want to, I'll see what they think when we see this. But light where stars were born and from where they die. Light from the oldest galaxies, the oldest documented light in the history of the universe, from over.
If you don't get excited about this, what are you doing with your
again,
life? This is just
13
amazing.
billion years ago. It's hard to even fathom. Tomorrow, when this image is shared with the world, it'll be a historic moment for science and technology, for astronomy and space exploration, for America and all of humanity. You know, as an international collaboration, this telescope embodies how America leads the world, not by the example of our power, but the power of our example. A partnership with others. It symbolizes the relentless spirit of American ingenuity. And it shows what we can achieve, what more we can discover, not just about distant places, but about our very own planet and climate, like NASA's Earth Systems Observatory that we launched last year. That's why the federal government must invest in science and technology more than we have in the past. These images are going to remind the world that America can do big things, and they remind the American people, especially our children, that there's nothing beyond our capacity.
Oh, now we got closed caption.
Nothing beyond our capacity.
Has that been down there this whole entire
possibilities
time?
no one has ever seen before. We can go places no one has ever gone before. You know, you've heard me say over and over again, America is defined by one single word: possibilities. Possibilities. I want to thank the team at NASA for once again showing that that's who we are. That's who we are as a nation of possibilities. And now let's take a look at the very first image from this miraculous telescope.
Oh, I got goosebumps. Oh, man. Come on, blow it up. I want to see it better.
NASA Administrator Nelson, I'm going to turn this over to you. So will you please tell us about what we're seeing?
Mr. President, if you held a grain of sand on the tip of your finger at arm's length, that is the part of the universe that you're seeing, just one little speck of the universe. And what you're seeing there are galaxies.
God.
You're seeing galaxies that are shining around other galaxies whose light has been bent.
When they upload the files for the
And
public,
you're seeing
I'll
just
try and
a
add them
small
in
little
for a full big
portion
image.
of the universe. You know, 100 years ago, Mr. President, Madam Vice President, 100 years ago, we thought there was only one galaxy. Now, the number is unlimited. And in our galaxy, we have billions of stars or suns, and there are billions of galaxies with billions of stars and suns, and we're getting our first glimpse. As you said, Mr. President, we're looking back more than 13 billion years. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second. And that light that you are seeing on one of those little specks has been traveling for over 13 billion years. And by the way, we're going back further because this is just the first image. They're going back about 13.5 billion years. And since we know the universe is 13.8 billion years old.
I have terrible vision. That's why I'm leaning in so close to my screen.
Almost to the beginning. That
what an
is the
astounding
discovery
image
that we are making with this. There's another thing that you're going to find with this telescope. It is going to be so precise, you're going to see whether or not planets, because of the chemical composition that we can determine with this telescope of their atmosphere, if those planets are habitable.
Not that we'd be able to reach them
anytime
anytime soon.
Something as big as this is, we are going to be able to answer questions that we don't even know what the questions are yet.
It's a great thing about
this
science.
Is what's happening. And it's because of this wonderful team that's out here. Part of that team, led by Thomas Zurbuchen, it was in trouble financially 5 years ago. He took it over. He got Greg Robinson, that you're going to meet,
guy's name,
to direct it, and the result is what you've seen. So what an incredible team, joined, by the way, with our international partners, the European Space Agency and the Canadian Space Agency. So this is an international endeavor.
It's amazing. I wonder what the press like in those other places.
We're going to give time for the press to leave, and then we'll continue the briefing.
Oh man, I was hoping they were gonna get to ask questions. I wonder if there'll be a Q&A here in a little bit. Oh, I wonder if they're just stopping just long enough for I hope that's not it. We'll give it a few minutes and see if there's more. Man, I'm excited to see what all the NASA, and other agencies have to say about this. I want to hear all the information about kind of what the makeup of these galaxies are. If we're seeing black holes forming. I know we've seen images already of stars being formed out of black holes. And we should probably show some of those at some point eventually as well. But man, how exciting is that? I mean, 13+ billion year images. I mean, that is freaking incredible. I mean, the amount of information that we're going to learn and glean from this and be able to start answering some of those long-term questions that we've had about, how did this planet form? Where did we come from? Blah, 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 all those things. And then start to ask questions that we hadn't even thought about yet. This is just going to be absolutely amazing. So I don't know if they're going to do more of this briefing, but I've got to sneeze really loud. It's coming on. Oh, okay. Sneeze deleted out of the camera. No, it's not. I got to sneeze again. Oh. I'm so excited. I'm sneezing. All right, so I don't know if we're going to get any more of the briefing. It seemed really, really short. I'm hoping there's going to be more. If there is more, we'll react to that as well. But in the meantime, excellent. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for the James Webb Telescope. I'm so excited to see further imaging and the analysis and the data extrapolation and interpretation of all these images. But I was just too excited. I had to make a live reaction to this. So I will see you guys in a different episode. Gonna be a video game, most likely. But if we have more cool information about this stuff, I have zero background in astronomy or any of those sort of things other than my own personal interest in it. I do have an engineering background, always wanted to be in the, the astrological field, something like working with the James Webb Telescope, being a repair guy, or, working for SpaceX or something like that. I've always wanted to do that stuff ever since I became a maintenance guy. I'm eventually, part of my things to buy for the streams and whatnot is I've got a really Whamadine telescope in my wish list of things to buy that we can hook up, you know, to my computer and start live streaming some night sky stuff. Where I live here in Tennessee, just, oh man, there's almost next to no light pollution, so it's just beautiful to walk outside and you can just look up on a non-cloudy day and it's just the whole sky is open to look at. That's going to be coming down the line, a long way down the line, because it's expensive to get into that hobby. But anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on this reaction to the White House showing the very first images from the James Webb Telescope.
We have uncovered wonders undreamt by our ancestors who first speculated on the nature of those wandering lights in the night sky.
Man.
We've crossed the solar system and sent ships to the stars. But we continue to search. We can't help it. A central element of the human future lies far beyond the Earth.
Can't wait to see these images in greater detail with more explanation from all the NASA scientists and other astronomers.
If we crave some cosmic purpose, then let us find ourselves a worthy goal.
Hell yeah. So it looks like NASA's going to be putting out the images and whatnot tomorrow. It's in about 15 hours from now, so that's what... I have no idea, math. So it's going to be tomorrow morning. Well, it looks like, yeah, 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we'll have to try and either stay up and watch it or go to bed super early tonight, like in the middle of my typical time to be awake, and then get up for it to watch the live showing an explanation of some of these images. So awesome. Anyway, just had to add that in. So this is actually from NASA's YouTube channel, but I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so it looks like I just went on to the JWST.gov, and it looks like 15 hours, 11 minutes, 3 seconds. So 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we're going to start getting the, let's see, the NASA Live schedule. So it looks like, yeah, opening remarks are going to be at 9:45 a.m. All images and data will be released at 10:30, and then a media briefing will be at 12:30. So it's going to be a busy day for me tomorrow. I'm going to get no video gaming done or any chores done around the house. I'm going to be glued to my internet, listening in to all of this stuff. I may record some of it, I may not, I don't know what. This is the first live reaction I've ever done, so I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. I'll probably just put Streamlabs on and just kind of click record whenever the hell I feel like this is going to be necessary. But I highly encourage everyone, go watch this stuff or get on whatever news media you've happened to view. Just to get like, little details about all the goings on and whatnot. I'm so super excited for this, if you can't tell. But yeah, 15 hours from now, we'll get more information. And after this clip, I am going to have the image that they posted. NASA has released that first image. So it's going to be at the very end of this little clip. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate anybody who tuned into this. I really hope everyone else is excited as I am about this this information coming out, these images that are just incredibly awe-inspiring and amazing. So see you guys later. Bye for like the third time.